this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, yeah.
Episode, is this 113 or is this 112?
113, because I believe the last one you did say a quote, "Bad boy, take that 112." So I'm gonna go and say 113. Yeah.
113. Well, considering that this Friday is Friday the 13th, how appropriate. Friday the 13th in October. How appropriate.
Yes, indeed.
Where's the Jason Voorhees theme? Anyhow, yes, late night 113 on this early Tuesday edition, 10:10 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. And before we talk about what happened in Las Vegas on Monday night, the Arizona Diamondbacks, 27 outs away from possibly busting out the brooms on the 100-win Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, it was not the 11-2 blowout as it was in Game 1 back on Saturday, but it was another strong first inning by the Diamondbacks. They scored 3 in the first, which was enough. They added one more in the sixth, and the Dodger bullpen pitched well, kept it in the game, but the Diamondbacks bullpen was just as effective as the Dodgers had multiple chances to get back in this game, but the Diamondbacks bullpen was outstanding, and Paul Sewell got the final 3 outs, and the Diamondbacks, who have won 4 straight playoff games on the road, 2 in Milwaukee, 2 at Dodger Stadium, they finally come home on Wednesday to a raucous crowd with a chance to end. If you were to tell me that the 101-win Baltimore Orioles and the 100-win Dodgers would both be on the verge of getting swept out of the division series, I would have been like, really? But that is where we're at right here and right now in that, which is quite shocking. But then again, as some people would say on Twitter, the Dodgers are dodgering, for lack of a better term.
Well, they should stop putting Kershaw out there Game 1. Maybe he should be like nope. I wouldn't even put him in a last-minute savior situation because he might screw that up too. So the hell with the Dodgers.
Well, yes, but this is a sports show. We do try to, give statements, but I mean, not trying to feel sorry for them or be a Dodgers, a sympathetic figure. But unfortunately for them, most of their starting rotation is on the injured list, which now you're asking Lance Lynn to save your season. Now, again, like I said, I'm not trying to say that because I really don't give two damns who is injured or not on their pitching staff. Like I said, I hope the Diamondbacks bust out the brooms on Wednesday night. However, facts are facts. The Dodgers pitching staff, starting-wise, is in shambles. Now, on the other side, the Atlanta Braves look like they were going to go down 2-0 as the
Bryce Harper just kills them on base running. He is not a very intelligent base runner. I tell you that.
Well, first off, Michael Harris III made one of the greatest postseason catches you'll ever want to see. Fantastic effort, and then the alertness of Austin Riley to see that the ball was going to get by the cutoff man for the Brave shortstop Arcia to be there and to make that play to double Bryce Harper, which again, okay, you're the tying run. Now, it was only 1 out. It being 1 out, you can, on a ball like that, unless you know for a fact that the outfielder is not going to get it, then yes, you can have a head start running. But on a ball like that, to where you have a guy that is very fast, like Michael Harris, who can go get it anywhere with his speed, you've got to go at least halfway.
Yeah.
And if he misses, okay, worst case scenario, it's second and third
base.
And the Phillies have 2 chances to get a sac fly, and you take your chances in the bottom of the ninth if the Braves can win it. But, I mean, the Braves, they won 104 games for a reason. The long ball came back and saved them. Travis d'Arnaud with a 2-run shot to make it 4-3. And Austin Riley, even though the ball only traveled 376 yards, it was a hang time punt-like home run in the eighth to give them a 5-4 lead. Because, I mean, it looked like Philly was going to steal both games from Atlanta because Atlanta looked lifeless. They only had 1 hit. Zach Wheeler was dealing. The Braves could not figure him out. But, again, the Braves showed why they won 104 games. But at the same time, as we always say, you at least want to get 1. So the Phillies did that. So they leave with a split, although some might say it might be a disappointed split. But the fact is, you now got 2 chances. Yeah, the chances are you got 2 chances to – you know Philadelphia is going to be Philadelphia on Wednesday. Let's just call that one. You know that fan base is going to be ready, towels waving, gonna fly now playing the whole Rocky Music, Meek Mill, the whole 9. We know that's going to happen.
All that.
So
the Philly fanatics are going to be out. They're going to be out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
And the fanatic himself. So we know this. For the Braves, it's just can they weather the storm? Because we know what happened the last time. Philly got them in 4 games, got the knock them out in front of the home fan base. So we'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens again. Tomorrow, the Astros and Twins go to Minnesota. That series is even at a game apiece. Wait a minute. We have a comment? Oh, well, thank you for coming in and dropping your comment. We appreciate it.
Thank you, my son.
That is my nephew, the super dope beat maker that put that background logo together and who makes the outro beat and the intro beat to the show. Yes. Yeah, past your bedtime, you got to school tomorrow or later on today. But then again, your dad was staying up this late when we was in school, so no difference. Anyhow,
he's doing good. So he'll survive.
But then again, we were just getting done watching Monday Night Raw too when that was going on back. But
or since we're adults now, we can say this. Or we're up watching Beavis and Butthead when we weren't supposed to. So
that too.
That goes.
Yeah, having the TV real low to where we can only hear it, and then try so hard not to laugh so loud because they're both being stupid. For lack of a better term, but Rangers have a chance to sweep the Orioles in front of the home base in Arlington, Texas, and again, Bochy magic in the postseason. But to me and Mizzle, that's not no surprise because that's just what Bruce Bochy does when he makes the postseason. It just seems to come together, and it's coming together for the Rangers. Here, if you were to tell me that the Texas Rangers would have scored more points than the Arlington Cowboys on Sunday, I would have said you're joking. But the Rangers, but I kid you not, the Texas Rangers scored 11 runs in Game 2 against the Orioles, and the Cowboys only put up 10 points against the Niners on Sunday night in Santa Clara. But nonetheless, there was a game that took place in the Death Star, the site of Super Bowl 58. And I know Mizzle wants to cue his music, so go ahead, sir, and cue the music. It was an ugly game. It was an ugly game, but sometimes ugly games happen in the National Football League. But at the end of the day, a W is a W is a W is a W. And some people call this a fork in the road kind of a game. I was listening to JT the Brick and Eric Allen on the pregame show on Raider Nation Radio 920. And they basically said that. But at the end of the day, the Raiders found a way to get the 17-13 win. But for the second consecutive week, not so much the offense, but it was the defense of the Raiders that proved once again to be steadfast, only held the Packers to 3 points in the second half, as they held the Chargers to no points in the second half the previous week. So the last 30 minutes of football, the Raiders have only given up. The Raiders defense has only given up 3 points. Maybe it started to come around and started to come together for defense coordinator Patrick Graham. Robert Spillane had a fantastic game, 2 interceptions. Marcus Peters looked invigorated today. And again, what more can you say about 98? Max Crosby is just a freaking football player. Double teamed, triple teamed, grabs his jersey, they pull him down, but yet still finds a way to get pressures to the quarterback. And until he got hurt, Malcolm Koonce was also being effective. And I know you, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people in Raider Nation have been begging, can 51 get some more playing time? And you're seeing what he's been able to do when he's been given the opportunity. So
he did return, by the way. He did return. So
okay. Well, I mean, I saw him on the sideline, but I did not know if he did exactly get to go back in the game. Because
he played the fourth quarter.
Okay, because the way he went down and the way he was grabbing at his knee, you're just like, I'm like that would be a very, very huge loss if he was not able to return. But at the end of the day, the Raiders get the win over the Packers. They pressured Jordan Love. Raiders forced 3 turnovers, which a tremendous job by Amik Robinson to step in front of Watson at the end to grab the final interception.
It's about time to start talking about putting Amik in the starting lineup. I mean, Amik, every time there's something that's a big play that happens in a W that we get, Amik Robinson is around the ball. I mean, we can go back to last year when the Denver game, when he took the fumble return to the house, or just making a big stop, knocking the ball down. You know, Amik Robinson is about 5'8", 5'9", and Christian Watson is about 6'3", 6'4". And Amik jumped up like he was about 7 foot tall. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say this. The offense didn't do nothing.
Trevor Moehrig also had a very solid game.
Yes, he did.
Can't forget about 25. Trevor Moehrig was very, very solid. Like I said, Marcus Peters looked invigorated. Actually, it was Peters that made a big play on the second interception for Spillane that actually tipped the ball in the air for Spillane to get it. Which,
well, if we're going to talk about Marcus Peters, let's talk about. You know, they never say a penalty is a good penalty, but that horse collar was a damn good penalty because he was on his way to score 6, and the Raiders held him to 3. That's the difference in the game right there. That won't come up in your stat sheet or nothing like that. But if you think that they go and score that touchdown, that's a hard battle that we got to climb to come back in there. So heads up for Marcus Peters for making the tackle.
That puts him up 20-10.
Yeah, see, so that's a difference from the touchdown to a field goal. But the jury is still open on Josh McDaniels and his play calling. Certain situations, I believe that he needs to just – tonight was the night that he should have stuck it to him. The 4th and 2, I wouldn't have been mad if they went for it, especially the way your defense was playing. Daniel Carlson, Whoa, I'm glad he got that out the way now instead of late in the season where we really need him to make those kicks because that man is so much clutch. And I'm not even upset at those 2 kicks that he did.
No,
because number one, the first one,
first off,
it should have been a penalty.
It was blocked.
It should have been a penalty. Yes, but that guy elevated off his teammate. You can't do that. That should have been a flag.
No,
we should have had a first down, and she should have been moving the ball down the field. But here and there with the Raiders, everything doesn't get called on for us. We get the calls thrown on us, So here and there, not going to cry over that. Just defense. This was a defensive game. Yeah, they put up 17 points, yet still the only team in the NFL not to score over 20 points. Yeah, we're still that.
Oddly enough, 17 points has been enough for you guys to win 2 games. But at the same time, if you look at it, and even though we're only 5 weeks in, you're still in the hunt for the wild card chase, which is insane to say. I mean, like I said, and not to mention, you're still 1-1 in the division. I mean, the Chiefs have not played a division game yet, which they're going to this weekend, and unfortunately, they're playing a team that's 1-4.
It's going to be a fire sale out there with the Elways.
It might. It just might. But, even though John Elway has nothing to do with the Broncos.
Yes. Let me talk about 9-8 though. Let me go ahead and talk about 9-8. If I can just get one more player on that side of the ball to play not even 90% of what Max does. Give me 60% of what Max does. That defense would be outstanding. I'm not writing off Tyree Wilson. I believe this is just his trial error year. I believe next year he'll be a fucking stud. That man is too big. He has too big of a wingspan not to be out there playing good football. And you have Max Crosby by your side. But on that sack, I don't understand why offensive coordinators try to put tight ends to block Max Crosby. That's not a smart thing to do. On that sack that he got on Jordan Love, they chipped him with a tight. They chipped him with a tight end, and then another tight end tried to block him, and all he did was just go around him. It's 9-8 is just great. You don't get a generational talent like that. And in the 4th round, Max is playing like a first rounder. Let's just think about that. This man is a 4th rounder, and he's playing like a first rounder. Hell, our first rounder ain't even playing like Max, So with that said, it looks like Patrick Graham is finding his niche. It seems like he got his players, and they're coming into their own. Like I said, another tremendous second half. I hope they take this and go into next week against a wounded Patriot team who's going to be coming into Allegiant Stadium a little bit pissed off. The hoodie does not like to get embarrassed. So, how you were saying that trap game with the Arizona Cardinals when they played Dallas? Well, yeah. This don't sleep on Mac Jones and the Patriots. But just a tremendous effort by the Raiders defense. They played well. I saw some highlights. They were flying around the ball. That's what the defense was doing. Wherever the ball was, they were flying around. They need to clean up the missed tackles.
But realistically saying, 4 of the next 5 games for the Raiders are very winnable. They really,
the only game that I think that we won't handle is the Lions, but they're not the way Justin. If the Bears continue to play like they've been playing the past 2 games, look out. And it's looking like the Packers are the Packers are going in a different direction. So, the Lions are going to be the Lions. The Vikings look like they just can't get out their own asses. So, yeah, it should be the schedule is in our favor right now per se, but you still got to step on the field and still play 60 minutes of football.
No, I agree. But if you can at least go 4-1, if you can go 4-1 and put yourself at 6-3.
I'll take 3-2.
Yeah.
3-2 is not bad either.
No.
I just think that Bears game, I think the Lions and Bears game is going to be tough.
The Lions, yes, definitely at home on a Monday night. You know Ford Field is going to be fired up on Monday night, and with the way the Lions have been trending upward and them being 4-1, and even though the Lions have a very tough game this week, which might be one of my favorite games to watch this week because they're playing. Well, we'll talk about as we preview the games and give our picks. We'll
I'm about to say we are previewing games before we end the show, right? This is also our preview show, correct? Okay.
Yeah, this is our rapid fire week 6 give predictions and whatnot. But we wanted to give your team their due because, like I said, the defense played their butts off.
They did.
They're showing some promise.
Well, hell,
like I
the
said,
highest they have given up is 24 points this season, right? That's the highest to the Chargers, yes. Right? The Chargers?
No. The Bills put up.
Oh, the Bills.
I think 31.
The Bills put up. Yeah, they did. Okay, so if you figure the Bills in the Charger game, not bad.
I'm sorry. So the Bills. I'm sorry. The Bills put up 38, and then
38.
Steelers 23. Chargers 24. So it's not like they're getting. Like I said, the only game they clearly got blown out was against the Bills. But as per usual, the Raiders lose close games. Now again,
the offense is not complimenting the defense right now.
So far, no. And I know they're still trying to establish JJ. JJ did, have some runs here and there. He did end up finding the end zone, which turned out to be the eventual game-winning touchdown. But definitely Garoppolo has got to stop making those Jimmy no throws.
Well,
he had at least a couple of them, and then the interception that he did throw, he threw it right to the guy. But great job before it undercutting the route. But it's just I was glad in the early part they were involving the tight end. They were involving Michael Mayer because we've been asking for it.
Is amazing. The kid is amazing. Doesn't Jimmy Garoppolo uses his tight ends very well, and that was just proven last night. So, and also what I want to say is
the tight ends caught 4 balls. And
Mayer was open.
Michael Mayer only caught 2, but should have got him. Yes, should have been used more. You and I have both been high on Michael Mayer since Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say this: as long as Jimmy Garoppolo is the Raiders' quarterback, they're gonna put 8 in the box and dare Jimmy Garoppolo to beat him with his arm. I said this in one of the other Raider chats that I was in. I said, this is crazy to say, but the Raiders are going to have to establish the passing game to open up the running game. That has never been said in anything that you do with football. It's normally the running game sets up the passing game. But since they know that JJ is the best thing on the team, offensively wise next to Devontae Adams when it comes to the running per se, they're going to dare Jimmy to beat him with the arm that he doesn't have. You clearly saw that in the Chargers when Aiden O'Connell was getting his rhythm throwing the ball, JJ started getting loose. See, Jimmy doesn't give you that deep threat 30, 40, blah, blah, blah. So, and here's a touche and a credit to your offensive coordinator, your head coach. He doesn't put Brock Purdy in any bad situation. What it is with Brock Purdy, it's snap the ball, it comes out. Yes, you get the deep balls here or there, but that's because you guys established the running game. Now he can feed off the play action. But what Kyle has done is everything has been quick.
No,
intermediate,
but also at the same
10,
time.
15.
But also at the same time, Brock Purdy is very good at processing it and getting the ball out quickly like O'Connell was in the preseason. He saw it, got rid of it, and a lot of times he will throw the receiver open. And I hate to go back to this. I hate to use this comparison, but damn it. like Tom Brady. Tom Brady would throw you open. I mean, as much as I don't like to talk about Brady because everybody slurps him enough, but what
His
made
mastery was
Brady
just
so damn
ridiculous.
what made him so damn good, and again, I don't have to like him, but you cannot deny how great he was in seeing it and throwing his receivers open while they were still in the route. Only the true great ones do that. He did it. Obviously, Rodgers did it. Montana did it. They were masters at doing that. Aikman was the same way. Same with Marino. Same with Kurt Warner. Those that played in the West Coast timing rhythm of an offense were very good at doing that. Hell, Rich Gannon was a master at doing that under Gruden in the West Coast offense. Throwing your receiver open. So, again, Purdy just sees it. Or, of course, one of the great things that Montana was very good at was rolling out and throwing it. You saw the 2 touchdowns that he threw. The first one to kill, rolls out, finds him, boom. Same thing on the reverse when he found Kittle for the second time. Same thing. So I mean, I don't want to jump the gun with my team. Obviously, yes. Ecstatic that they're 5-0. Anybody would be if your team is 5-0. Absolutely. The team has that special feel. It does, but again, I don't want to jump the gun and get too excited because this is the NFL. Anything could happen. But truthfully, if you really are a fan of the 49ers, they have something special really brewing in Santa Clara. And to think about this, and this is something that's really not talked about. You look at all the people, and I saw this on Twitter, and I'm trying to find it if I can, because it just goes to show you how great this organization has been. If I can freaking find it, because it was a very great quote, that somebody said about how much of how the organization is. But I mean, you think about all that they lost. Okay, they lost Carthon. Their went to Tennessee. Obviously, Robert Saleh went to go be the head coach of the Jets. D'Amico Ryans leaving to go be the head coach of the Houston Texans.
Mike McDaniels.
They almost lost Adam Peters. Mike McDaniels they lost. LaFleur they lost to go be the head coach of the Packers. Okay? They lost all that. But you go out and you add an Anthony Lynn to coach the running backs. You go get Brian Griese to come out of the broadcast booth, who was a very good broadcaster doing college football. And I enjoyed Brian Griese and Louis Riddick on Monday Night Football with Steve Levy before they went to go get Buck and Amon. I was a fan of those two because those two. I know how you feel about Louis Riddick in the booth.
Him and Charles Davis, I can listen to talk football all day. Louis Riddick and Charles Davis.
Here's what I do know. If somehow the GM job gets open, if Mizzle doesn't take it himself, he wants Louis Riddick to be the next GM of the Raiders. As I'm saying this at 12:56.
Yes, I wanted him over Ziegler.
11th. Yeah.
Yes.
He did say that.
Yes.
But I mean, the Niners lost all that, and yet and still, they still come out and perform at a high level, and they really definitely have huge Super Bowl aspirations. It's insane. It's unreal. It really is. But here nor there. Before we continue, shout out and prayers to Lions cornerback Emmanuel Mosley, former 49er, after he came back. New banner. Oh, I like the look down below new banner. Yes, week 6 picks coming. Yes, indeed. See, this is the reason why we upgraded our way we stream, because we like to, test out new stuff. So there you see, week 6 picks are indeed coming on the Mizzle and Dub show. But shout out to Emmanuel Mosley, who, after coming back from tearing his ACL the year before, tears his ACL again and is out for the season. That's just very, very bad luck. But our thoughts and prayers to Emmanuel football. And
welcome to our viewer. Thank you for chiming in to the Mizzle and Dub show. Please leave a comment, Art, and we will respond.
And I wish
or even
we had the Olympic music. But
we'll get there,
one
brother.
viewer that is watching,
we're still a work in progress.
So this is being added to the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles, California. So baseball's returning, lacrosse, softball, cricket, whatever squash is, but flag football is being added to the Olympics in 2028.
Let's
Los Angeles, California.
Go. Let's go.
Yes. This is from Bleacher Report on Twitter, courtesy of The Guardian. Flag football to the Olympics in 2028. Which makes me wonder if some A7FL player is going to go try out for that, since that's going to become an Olympic sport. I might even mention that on the podcast on Wednesday on the other side of the ball, which you can catch on the Vegas Media Hype Network on YouTube and Facebook. I just might mention that on the show. You never know. But nonetheless, let's get right to it. Week 6 up and coming here on the... Oh, we got 2 viewers. Welcome. Welcome. But anyhow,
please leave a comment.
Go into our week 6 predictions. Yes, if you are alive and not sleeping, please feel free to say hello, for lack of a better term. But here we go. Week 6, the NFL starts on Thursday. Well, first off, going into the records, Mizzle maintains his 6.5 game lead on me. So right now, Tequila is beating whiskey by 6.5 games with a 51-24 record. That's including tonight's game. That's including tonight's game.
Man, the feeling I had last night, I just could not go against my boys, man.
51-24.
I had to.
Well, it turned out to be the right decision. Turned out to be the right decision to do, but it is a huge week 6 turnaround starting Thursday. There really is no reason to talk about this game, because everybody wants to talk about get-right games. Well, this definitely will be a get-right game for the Chiefs against the Denver Broncos in Arrowhead, where the Broncos normally don't play well at Arrowhead Stadium. So I'm just going to say the Chiefs win big. They might even put 40. That's all I got to say.
First off, both of these organizations. So you already know who I'm picking on this one. So next one.
He is picking the Kool-Aid Man. And I think Mr. Travis thinks one of our comments was funny. I don't know which comment you thought was funny, but we thank you for laughing anyway. Anyhow, we have another game that's taking place overseas. I want to say this is in London, if I'm not mistaken.
It's at Totem. It's going to be played at Totem.
At Tottenham again? Okay.
Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham.
But nonetheless, it is the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. Tottenham Stadium. Yes, it is the Titans and the Ravens. For a long time in the old AFC Central, this was one of the best rivalries in the NFL, especially when you had Eddie George and Ray Lewis just talking mad crap to each other in the huddle
Well,
as they were tackling each other, running into each other.
Let's set the record straight. Let's set the record straight. Ray Lewis punked Eddie George. Okay? Let's just throw that out there. Let's just get that out there right then and there. Okay. We all seen the play at MT Bank where Steve McNair, rest in peace, threw the ball to Eddie George. Eddie George turned around and saw 52 running at him and just said, you know what? I don't need these problems. Go ahead and just take this ball, bro. So we don't mention those two.
And well, he ran to the end zone.
You knew exactly what play I was talking about. Thanks.
Tell me how you really feel. Well, I'm just saying. But anyhow, Ravens take on the Titans. Ravens coming off a game they felt like they gave away to the Steelers, losing 17-10.
They sure did.
The Titans getting beat by the Colts. But I think this is a get-right game for the Baltimore Ravens. I think Lamar's going to come in playing pissed off. And, again, it's like, which Ryan Tannehill? Well, thank you for subscribing, and we appreciate it. Mr. Travis.
Share.
And well, yes. But, if we're talking about, I mean, as great as Ray Lewis was, and this is just my opinion, still to this day, in my opinion, the greatest middle linebacker is still Dick Butkus. I don't care. Call me old school. Again, Ray Lewis is great. He was a great middle linebacker. Don't get me wrong. But
so are you saying you're saying Dick Butkus?
Mike Singletary.
Okay. I raise your Dick Butkus. And I will say Ray
the great. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
you have a strong opinion as to why you think you have a strong opinion to think why Ray Nitschke was the greatest middle linebacker of all time. And you know what? In a lot of cases, you are not wrong because Ray Nitschke was as dynamic and dynamite as one can be. But also, I might have to put Chuck McNair in there also.
See, now you playing. Now you playing.
Now, if you want to, if you don't know who Chuck McNair is, for those that are, for the two viewers that are watching, and for the viewers that will watch this show, all you need to do is just put up or just type Chuck McNair standing over Frank Gifford. It's one of the greatest photos in NFL films history. Where Chuck McNair literally laid out Frank Gifford.
Yeah.
Frank this is the same Frank Gifford, Hall of Fame player, of course, for a long time was the voice of Monday Night Football on ABC. Frank Gifford was a hell of a football player back in the day. For those that didn't know, he was fantastic. Frank Gifford was, was the original Swiss Army knife of the NFL for those great New York Giants teams when they actually played in New York and played their home games at old historic Yankee Stadium back in the day. But yeah, anyhow, we're giving you too much history lessons on this particular episode. But like I said, bounce back game. I think Lamar Jackson will come out and play big. I like Baltimore to get back on track.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I will ride with Baltimore because they're coming in pretty angry, and you saw Lamar Jackson slam his helmet on the sideline, so that's bad news for whoever they were playing.
He was mad. He was big. He was big mad. All right, the Commanders coming into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Very intriguing matchup. I'll say like this: Sam Howell has played very, very well.
Yes,
It looks like
but his offensive line is atrocious.
Yeah, he's got this. When he's upright, he can sling the football without question. But they have to protect him because again, he has some playmakers he can throw the ball to. He's got Dotson. He's got McLaurin. He's got his teammate Brown from North Carolina. He's got Logan Thomas, the tight end.
Yes.
He also still has Curtis Samuel. And he also has two good backs in Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson Jr. But the problem is you can't get into your targets if you're always running for your life. And that's just where it goes. You've got to be able to protect your quarterback. When he's had time, he can sling that football. And it looks like the Commanders might have made the right choice in keeping him and letting him be the guy because he's got some targets to throw to. But with that said, Desmond Ridder is undefeated at his starts at home, which is something big and key. And finally,
well, they've been saying he's been undefeated at home since college.
Yeah. But he finally realized, hey, I got a pretty good tight end I can throw the ball to. He finally threw.
Oh, you only want that for points. You only wanted that for points. But to keep it real, Kyle Pitts is an animal, and you need to feature him a lot. He needs to be featured a lot. I don't disagree.
Yes, you do. But however, that Bevo running back named Bijan Robinson is making my case for offensive rookie of the year look tremendously better. Yeah, one hand. Just the view who's with that. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm going with the alma mater. I'm going with I'm going red and black.
I'm a little torn on this pick, brother. I don't know who I want to.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough. It will definitely be a close game. That I do agree with.
I just think that maybe Washington. I was about to call them the Redskins. Oh my goodness! I believe Washington's pass rush is a little bit better than Atlanta's.
I agree. That's a good point. Very good point. Very good point. Very good point.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna take Washington. I like their pass rush. I know because I like their pass rush. And don't get me wrong, I won't be shocked if Atlanta wins because it's already been proven that Desmond Ridder does not lose at home. He's taking that from college into the pros. But I just think Washington's pass rush can just disrupt them just a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna take Washington. I can do things like this when you're sitting comfortable.
Yeah, you can go out there and take a risk. No question. But I do agree. It'll be a close game, and I won't be surprised if either team wins because
it might come down to a kicker.
Is very even. That too. That too. Another one of my points.
Yeah. Well, this is why we do this show because
also
we think alike.
Yeah. Another very intriguing game that is very, very interesting. Another NFC North black and blue matchup features the Minnesota Vikings going to Chicago to play the Chicago Bears. So we have 1-4 versus 1-4. The look you have right now, it looks like you're saying, damn it, do we have to pick one? Do we have to pick this game?
Can we just flip a coin?
No, obviously.
Because right now this game is like Chicago can put up 21 points in the first half. Mm-hmm. But now the Vikings may not score in that first half, but then the Vikings have decided to want to play football in the second half. And then they can put up 21 points. and Chicago may not put up the. Why do we got to pick this game?
I will say this. I'm only going to pick the Chicago Bears only because it will be a very emotional day inside Soldier Field. It'll be the first home game. What's going on, Mr. Country K? Brother, glad you're in here. Actually, you know what? If you want to come on the show, just let us know. And we'll send you the link if you want to come on the show, because I really want to talk about your Buccaneers and their next game, which is going to be a pretty interesting game. So, like I said, if you ain't too tired and want to come on the show, please let us know.
And those Hurricanes.
Oh, you went there. You went there. Oh, buddy. Oh, you went there. Oh, Jesus. Good Lord. Good Lord. Anyhow, the only reason why. Oh, he's going to come on. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Here we go. He says he's going to get set up. We might have some first take going on here on this late night edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. So Country K from the Jaffos is going to come on, and there might be some passion.
I got a little bit of time.
But anyhow,
I got a little bit of time.
I'm sure you do. Anyhow, I was saying the reason why I'm picking the Bears is because it'll be an emotional day. It'll be the first home game from the passing of Dick Butkus, which, of course, Dick Butkus passed away late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. And thus the Bears. Yes, I am. I mean, getting a win on the road is one thing, but all that emotion coming back are all-time great players. And plus, again, I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I just don't. I just can't get jiggy with it. I can't. I really just can't. And that's just me being as respectful as possible. I just can't do it. I can't. So I'm picking the Bears. The Bears. So yes, the Bears are going to win 2 in a row. After losing 14 straight, the Bears are going to win 2 in a row because, again, I just can't trust Kirk Cousins. I can't.
You know, I'm going to take the Bears as well on the simple fact of the matter that Justin Jefferson is not playing in this game. I don't think he plays.
And that's a huge loss. His security blanket is not going to be there.
Yeah. Now, if Justin Jefferson was playing this game, I'd have took the Vikings, regardless of how you felt about Kirk Cousins. Because I don't think nobody on that Bears. Sure I don't think nobody on that Bears secondary is guarding that guy. Send it, Brody.
All right, stand by, Kay. We're about to send the invite. Hold on, stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, a guest that another sports connoisseur that I like to talk sports with. Matt, just the simple fact of the matter, how my brother is a 49er fan. This one is a Miami Hurricane fan. If anybody knows anything about the Mizzle and the Dub Show, I'm a Florida State Seminole. Yeah. No, but
he damn near likes to cuss him out.
Country K
for most of the game. No, we love Kawante Foster, of course. Him and JP, yes. Josh Pernada on the All-Pro Jaffos, yes. Which, of course, we are
we wouldn't have this platform on their show. That we have now if it wasn't for them.
On our show. It's absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So stand by, Kay. We're sending the invite.
We have this platform. Yes, indeed. But yes, if you want to subscribe to another great sports show, the All Pro Jaffos, they be getting it done too as well. And
yes, please do.
You will see either I or Brother Dub on their show when we have the time to join. But yes,
not all.
Uh-oh.
Also, can't forget DJ Matt Sticks.
Yes.
I'm coming back. Hold on. Send the link to him.
No, you're fine. I would just I don't think the but what I was saying is I don't think the with Justin Jefferson, I think they win that game because I think nobody can guard a wide receiver. So without him being there,
oh no,
it's easy. It's easy to pick.
He really is like Jamar Chase. He's always open.
No.
Literally,
If you're gonna
and
say it right. Say it right, or I'll say it.
Oh, he's always fucking open.
He's always fucking open. Damn right. He's always fucking open.
Well, you're not. He ain't wrong. And speaking of Jamar Chase, we will get to him and how wide fucking open he was this past weekend against the Arizona Cardinals in the desert.
Boy, that
for lack of a better term.
What I can't think. Why can't I think of his name? Oh yeah, Joe Cool was looking real cool back there. But see, they were playing the Arizona Cardinals. They weren't playing a real defense.
Yes, they were. That is correct.
Let's look up the schedule and see who they. Oh, because we're doing our picks. So let's see who they got coming up and see if it's a defensive team.
They're at home against the Seahawks.
Now, is that our pick that we're going with, or
no? That's the
picking this game.
That's the next game. That's Seahawks and Bengals. Well, I'm not picking Seattle. I'm picking Cincinnati.
I love how there was no hesitation in that. It was all.
I'll tell you who I'm not picking.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase got back in their bag, and they might be okay. And I think Joe Mixon might have a good game on this one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Bengals on this one.
But however, at the same time, they have to be third. That runs the ball for Seattle. Gotta be careful about that guy because that
guy the third.
Ever so dangerous.
I'm just gonna call him the third. I ain't gonna even say his full name. He's just the third.
The third.
That's it. That should be his nickname.
He's
third.
Just.
But you've been high on him since day one. So there's.
Oh yeah.
You didn't want to see him twice a week. The moment the Seattle drafted him, you were like, I don't want to see him twice a week.
I don't want. Yes, because I mean
not twice a week. Excuse me, twice a year. Twice a year. Sorry.
Yes, because I've seen him at Michigan State. I know what he does. And you're just like, no, you don't want that smoke. It's just it was like seeing Marshawn Lynch twice a year when he came to Seattle. I'm like, oh God, really? Or the same thing when Steven Jackson was with the Rams, twice a year, really? And of course, I had to watch my whole career.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
I had to watch my whole career watching Larry Fitzgerald torch my team.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hall of Fame with a gold jacket. But
welcome to the stage, Country K. We don't have the next time that you come on the show, bro. We will have the Bernie Mac. I promise you, we will have that the next time.
I mean, I can give you some behind the scenes thing. I told Josh I hated that, and they liked it, so they just left it. So I didn't really complain after that.
So no. If that's
But
how
I
you want to
don't
be
like
comfortable,
I said, I don't mind it. It's not like I hate it extremely. I just hated it for what my view of the show. You know what I mean? As far as what I got to
understandable.
present to the show like that. I mean, like I said, I'm not really like shooting it down or anything like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank you for
Thanks
yet
for having
again
me.
coming on the Mizzle and Dub show, man. Thank you.
Welcome to the late night edition.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I will skip the next game, and I will go to the next game. The Saints staying on the road after shutting out the Patriots. They're on the road to play the Houston Texans, which the Texans are playing a lot better football. Saints coming off the 34-0 victory against the very sucky Patriots. This is not a gimme game for the Saints as many people think it is. And actually, it's almost pretty even because some have the Saints winning 54%, some have the Texans winning 45%. Sometimes it really just depends on which Derek Carr you're getting. But with that said, CJ Stroud's been playing better. Nico Collins has been playing better. And CJ Stroud has been finding his tight end by the name of David Schultz. But I'm going to let Mr. Foster break it down how he sees this game between the Saints and the Texans in Houston. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours.
Well, first, since you brought it up, them boys were sure mad that they lost us, huh?
Well, it was quite the impressive. Well, I mean, when you go into their house and hold them to 9 points and beat them decisively, yeah, I say they were pretty pissed off. Yes.
So yeah,
but nonetheless, still an impressive victory to go into your bye week for sure.
For sure, I'll say I'm gonna pick Houston for the simple fact of I feel like the Patriots just got a angry Saints team. I don't think they're gonna play like that continuously or throughout the season. I'm not gonna make it seem like they're not a solid team in certain aspects, but I mean they still the Aints. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pick Houston because CJ Stroud has been balling out. To be honest with you. So
I like that
pick. That's my pick. I'm gonna just keep it real light on that.
I like that pick, and I'm gonna go with you on that one, sir. I was gonna pick the Texans anyway because I believe they, even though they lost that game in Atlanta, but they believe in their minds they should have won that game. And like you said, the way that CJ Stroud has been playing, lights out football, protecting the football. I don't want to curse the young man because he's probably going to get the curse when they announce the game. But the young man has not thrown an interception yet. It's going to come. It's going to come. But he's been protecting the football pretty good. So I think he does pretty well in this game too. And I got the Texans on this one as well.
Well, because I need to catch up to Mizzle, I have to pick New Orleans.
This is his reason why. This is the one he's just throwing out there.
I have to. I have to take a chance because I'm 6.5 behind, and as it stands, I owe you tequila as it stands right now. So I need to catch up to you. I'm picking New Orleans, and that's the only reason why I'm doing that is because I need to catch up to you in the standings as he takes a shot at tequila.
Don't be shocked if Derek Carr disappoints you in this game.
Oh, it won't shock me at all because for every time he plays a game, he's due to have a dud. So if it happens, I won't be shocked. But like I said, the only reason why I'm picking them is because I'm behind you in the standings and I'm trying to catch up. Now, some bad news for the Colts. Anthony Richardson tore his AC joint. He's going to be out for some time. So,
it's a
Be
tear.
on
I didn't know it was a tear.
Well, it's something involving his AC joint, and he's going to be out for a minute. It's not season ending. He might be back later on in the season, but as it stands, Gardner Minshew will hold down the fort for the Colts, but they go to a place where it has been their nightmare of horrors. Unfortunately, they have to go to Duval and play the Jacksonville Jaguars, and as we know, for whatever reason, that stadium has been the Colts' house of horrors for years. Even when Peyton Manning was the doggone quarterback, the Colts in Jacksonville just don't do well at all.
You know what? It don't matter if the Colts go up there; they could be 13-0. They go up the Duval. Yeah, I'm right with the Jags because they're playing good football right now, and I don't think and ETN has been running his ass off.
Just to correct, oh yeah, Travis Etienne's been that guy like we thought we would be. And just to correct myself,
sure.
It's a grade 3 AC joint sprain, so he's going to miss at least a month.
Oh yeah, that's
possibly more. It's not season ending.
Yeah. I'm still riding the Jags. Even though I think Jonathan Taylor might have a breakout game, but I'm riding the Jags.
It looks like, well, I agree. But here's the thing, though. Zach Moss has been running the ball well, and I don't think you don't want to go away too much from him because he's ran the ball well. I would say try to utilize both of them. Even though JT is coming in with fresh legs, and rightfully so, but Zach Moss has been running the ball well in the run game for Shane Steichen and the Colts. So I don't know.
True.
I necessarily wouldn't put Zach Moss up to pasture. I would still incorporate him and try to incorporate both guys. Kay, how do you see this? The Colts taking on their daddies, the Jaguars.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Zach has been running his butt off for sure. I agree with all of your points on how they should acclimate, Jonathan really slowly, possibly give him like 15% of the carries, 20% of the carries, and let Zach do his thing. Slowly get him back into it. But I still think
agreed.
I still think Uncle Rico's pissed off at the Jags, so I'm gonna take the Colts on this one. Yeah, Uncle Rico ain't going.
And ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Rico is going to the starting quarterback for the Colts as Kountry K drops a great one, as he normally does. Beautiful.
So
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him for the simple fact the Jags was in London for 2 games, right? For basically 2 weeks.
Ooh. So they getting the jet lag on this one.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because they're back long enough. You know what I mean? Like just say hypothetically they came back Monday, right? That's enough time to get back acclimated back in, Jacksonville before Sunday. So I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'll just say for the fact of the reason why Zach Moss is running hungry because he's running like that because he's hungry. The same thing with Gardner Minshew. He gotta prove to the Jaguars, y'all made a mistake. Even though Trevor Lawrence is nice, you still kept me around. You get what I'm saying? I could have been a serviceable backup for you guys right now. I didn't have to go to Philly. I didn't have to come here.
I didn't even think about that.
True.
I didn't even
but
think
also,
about that.
But also, I agree 1,000%. The Bills underutilized Zach Moss a lot.
Yeah. They did too.
He could have been very, very effective with him and Devin Singletary, and they just did not use him right. And the fact that
because the Bills knew who they wanted.
Zach Moss was a big reason why they. True, but at the same time, Zach Moss was the reason why you won that game in overtime against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, which is never an easy place to win. I mean, winning in Baltimore is as tough as come. And being that you were Baltimore's original team adds a little bit more gasoline to the Infuego, if you will. So, yeah, definitely Zach Moss is playing like a man pissed off and saying, hey, utilize my talents. The next game, I'm really not going to waste any time on. Panthers and Dolphins. Give me Miami at home, and that's all I can say about that.
Fins, easy. They might actually get 77 on this one.
Yeah, it's a clean sweep.
I'll stop it. Now, this one here, and it's a late game. No, it's an early game. But this one here, this matchup really, really, really is an intriguing matchup. It might be one of the best games on the slate on Sunday, considering how they got there in different ways. But it is. Oh, wait, it is a late game. Hold on. Oh, late time slot. Interesting.
Okay, who we
Part
talking
of the late
about?
games. Wow. Okay. Nice. All right. So, it's the 4-1 Detroit Lions taking on Country K's 3-1 fresh off the bye week Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So,
The
Mr.
floor
Foster,
is
the
Country
floor is
K's
yours
right now.
as we preview.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, the floor is Country K.
As he previews.
Let's go.
As he previews the Buccaneers and Derek Duncan's beloved Lions. K, the floor is yours.
Let's go.
Yeah, so this is tough. This is tough for the simple fact that the Lions are actually good. Like normally you could just be like, the Lions, whatever, right? But yeah, I'm obviously picking my team, but it's harder to just be like, yeah, for sure. But actually, no, because they have a lot of injuries. Because last I checked, Amar St. Raw, or however you pronounce his name. My bad if I'm mispronouncing.
Correct. You said it right.
Okay,
I'm Ross
yeah.
St. Brown.
St. Brown. Okay, yeah. He's out, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a couple other injuries. So that might bite them. I mean, even if we don't have Mike, we still have a stable of weapons at wide receiver.
And also Emmanuel Mosley, the cornerback for the Lions.
There you go.
True,
Like,
but
And
also
Jamar Gibbs.
Also to add to that, Emmanuel Mosley, the cornerback, former 49er, he's out for the year again, play again also. So I mean the Lions, they're 4-1, but they are missing some key pieces. And like I said, the Buccaneers are fresh off their bye week. So the Buccaneers will definitely have the fresher legs, and they're at home. So there's another advantage. Continue, sir.
And Baker's playing with so much excitement watching Oklahoma beat Texas this past weekend.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, taking a shot at Bevo.
I'm about to say, I hope JP is watching this.
I'm sure he will, and I'm sure he will hear that, and I'm pretty sure there'll be some back and forth when the Juffos have their show, which you can catch on Tuesdays and Fridays on their YouTube page. So, but we'll save that for a later date. But go ahead, Kate, continue.
Right. So, yeah. So, I just think with our weapons and the way our defense is playing, like our defense is playing top tier. I mean, even though we had our top corners go out, like we had Jamel Dean still out right now, and Carlton Davis just came back last week. So, like we had guys out, and we still been playing well and still rolling. So I feel like with our defense playing the way it is, we got young guys playing well, like Zion. What's my boy last name? I forgot his name. Anyway, but he's young corner, light skin, went to the same high school. Mike Evans did. I mean, Mike. Yeah. He went to the same school Mike Evans did in high school. But yeah, we got a really good stout team right now, and they're playing really well behind Baker. So, I mean, I think we should be able to, take them out for the simple fact that those trick plays might not work because we got guys that already know how to study
Zion
film.
McCullum is who you're talking about.
Zion McCullum, thank you. I knew it started with an M. I want to say Macmillan, but so cool. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think them trick plays like they just ran, I don't think that's gonna work against us because, like I said, we have guys that study film and learn how to study film from the best, and we want to ring behind that. So, and then we've been still playing well even with key injuries. Still even we went 8-9 last year, made it to the playoffs, and man, didn't have a good showing. But again, we still had a lot of guys in that situation.
Well, as long as you have number 54 and number 45 in the middle, you always have a chance to win with those two. I'm just saying.
Damn right.
Well,
damn
yeah,
right.
and number 50. You can't forget number 50 because number 50 is playing out of his mind this year.
No, can't forget about Vita Vea. No.
Sure.
Vita Vea is very hard to run up the gut against.
He's always been that dude.
What Warren Sapp was in the middle, and what Ndamukong Suh was in the middle with him during that Super Bowl season. So can't forget about number 50
I like those
from the University.
I like those comparisons.
Sure. Yes,
those are pretty nice. Yeah, those are pretty nice comparisons right there.
And not to mention, you still have Shaquille Barrett. Can't forget about him. Can't forget about him too.
Shaq is
all right,
playing
Dub,
well.
who you picking?
Young guys.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No. Please, Kountry K. This was your floor. I thought you were finished. No, you finish your statement.
No, I just wanted to add on a couple young guys that's on in our interior.
Go for it.
Yaya Darby. He's been playing well. He's one of our later draft picks. He's been playing really well for us. Also Logan Hall and Joe. Say it again. My bad, Doug.
You're saying inside information. I was giving you praise. Go ahead, continue.
Oh yeah, so we got guys that people really don't hear their name all the time, but they rotate in and play really well. Like against the Saints, like Yaya really played well. I mean, when we drafted him, I was surprised he fell to us coming out of Louisville. So yeah, Yaya's a dog, man.
Well, you already know we know about him because he plays in our conference in college football. So yeah, that
most definitely.
He's a nice player.
Quick question: is Chase Edmonds still hurt? When is he due back?
Ooh.
Yes, I believe. I'm not really sure the timetable. And also,
well, I'm just saying.
What's my boy name? Cansey. I don't remember how to pronounce his first name. We drafted him first round from Pittsburgh. They say he's supposed to be like the next Aaron Donald. He's been in and out off the field.
Kadaj Cansey.
Yeah.
Or Kadaj Cansey, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, you see why I just went with his last name?
Yes, number 94.
Love it.
Correct. But to answer your question, Mizzle, just because they're fresh off the bye week, and they've had all this time to prepare, I'm going to take the pewter. Fire the cannons!
And they're wearing the creamsicle jerseys this weekend, so I think I'm gonna ride with Pewter as well.
Bucko Bruce!
Yes.
Bucko Bruce makes the return, yes.
They're wearing the creamsicles this weekend.
I wish they had Gene on this game, though. Mr. Gene is the guy that's famous for saying fire the cannon. Yeah, he retired this past season.
Oh, yeah, he did. I remember when they announced that.
Oh, no more Gene Deckeroff. Damn it.
Yeah. And
you might get him to come out for this one game, though, since they're wearing it. Hold on. Don't be shocked.
I really hope the first touchdown is fire the cannons by Mr. Gene.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm riding with the Buccos on this one as well.
Of course, my all-time favorite Gene Deckeroff call is the Matt Bryan 62 game-winning field goal against the Eagles. I want to say it was 2000. It was in the early 2000s. It was in the mid to late 2000s, but it was against the Eagles. It was against Andy Reid.
Yeah, Josh Freeman days.
I want to say Bruce Gakowski was the quarterback for the Buccaneers. Anyhow, Matt Bryant kicks the 62-yard winner field goal. It was also the same time you saw Donovan McNabb live on TV throw up on the field. And hence that's why Tio was talking trash about him and his conditioning. But anyways, it was one of the greatest calls Gene Deckerhoff ever had. Talk about, God, Matt Bryan, you're my hero. And he says, say hallelujah. And Dave Moore, the former Buccaneers tight end, goes, hallelujah. It's one of the greatest calls ever. Find it on YouTube. The great Gene Deckerhoff, who, of course, for the long time was also the voice of Florida State football, in addition to doing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did not know Gene retired, but damn it, God bless Gene Deckerhoff. But yes, indeed. Next game, which I really hope this game ends in a tie. But unfortunately, I have to pick because
NFC West game.
Yeah, it's the Cardinals and the Rams. Yeah, it's the Cardinals and the Rams in Inglewood. For some reason, the Rams do not like playing at home. I don't think the Rams have won a game at home yet.
Are you about to do it? Are you about to do what I'm thinking you're about to do? Are you going to do it?
Why not?
You have that look.
I need to catch up too. I'm picking the Red Sea. Yes, I am.
I knew you were picking the Cardinals.
I like the way Josh Dobbs has been playing. They ran into a pissed off Cincinnati Bengals team. Of course, you know I love my Georgia Bulldog Matt Stafford. Yes, I love him. But again, the Rams have not won at home this year. They've lost to the Eagles. Of course, they lost to my team, the Santa Clara 49ers. And what other home game have they had so far?
Because they beat Dallas.
The 2 home games that they've played in, they've lost.
Oh, no, you're talking about the Rams. Excuse me.
They beat the Cowboys. No, the Rams haven't played the Cowboys.
No. Well, hell, I don't know. But Country K, you can have this one.
Let me go back to the tail of the tape.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, there are 2 home games that they've played. They've lost. So, the games that they've won have been on the road because they won in Seattle and they won in Indianapolis. But they lost to the Niners at home. They lost to the Eagles at home. So, I'm gonna ride that trend.
The Cardinals. Go ahead, Country K.
I'm picking the Redbirds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Inglewood for this one. I mean, I hear what you're saying. But I mean, I've seen teams implode, and that's exactly what the Cardinals have been doing. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they're sucking for cattle. There's no question. But I mean, the Cardinals have not played like their 1-4 record. They really have not. Because like I said, they hung around until Christian McCaffrey finally said, "Screw this, give me the ball and let me score again." For the 4th time.
True.
Of course, they shocked the Cowboys. A break here or there, they could have beaten the Commanders. And, of course, they choked against the Giants, which I'm still trying to figure out why. But, again, if you're asking me who I can't stand more out of the 2 teams, of course, I'm going to say the Rams just because they're the Rams. And, of course, they play in the suburb of Los Angeles in Inglewood. So, and how I feel about LA sports teams, screw them all. So that's why I'm picking the Red Sea.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to blow you in the water. So I'm going against everything that's sports wise because I despise everything Southern California besides my family sports wise. So yeah, but I am picking the Rams to win this game because Cooper Kupp is back, and that's Matt Stafford's safety blanket. So
yeah, but
he picked up where he left, he is. I just wish they would involve Johnson more in the run game to try to give some balance for Stafford and not have Stafford put it up so many doggone times. Next game.
That's the head coach.
I really don't know why. I know that, but I really don't know why we have to pick this game, but we're going to pick this game anyway. It's a whole lot of green in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as the Eagles come to take on the Jets. But again, as the rule is with me, as long as you stay undefeated, I'm going to pick you until you lose, so I'm picking the Eagles.
The brotherly push, and I'll say nothing else. They're going to get him killed doing that.
I don't know.
No, I'm just waiting for somebody to do I'm just waiting for somebody to do the Troy Polamalu one time when they're doing that and just give them the clothesline from hell.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get
Like
Jalen Hurts abused and hurt. I don't wish no hurt on any NFL player unless his name is Patrick Mahomes. But
wow,
they're gonna.
All right.
Well, when you've been rivals for 63 when you've been rivals for 63 years, this is what happens.
That man did beat every team in the NFL before the age of 30.
No, I went to a homecoming game in the black hole, so I understand.
Which game was that?
But to me, that was 2000 and I want to say 14. It was raining.
Ooh.
Oh, was that the Doug Martin game?
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Was that the?
It was raining so goddamn hard, and people was in the stands.
That was definitely the Doug Martin game.
I was more entertained by the fight in the stands than the game on the field.
Of course you were.
Yeah, because it was lopsided.
That sounds like the Doug Martin game.
I know exactly the game he talked about. Couldn't that man didn't he have over what 200, 220 plus?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm telling
you, he had over
220, bro. Trust me.
Definitely had over. He had over 220 in that game for sure.
He ran up and down.
Let me try to get the exact stats.
Jeez.
Because I know he had like 2 50-plus yard touchdowns in that game.
He had 220 easy.
He was fantastic.
Easy.
It was 2012. It was 2012 in his rookie season.
Oh no! Wait, was that the game that? Wait, I think he ran on the Raiders when Carson Palmer was the Raiders quarterback.
No. I'm saying I went to the Raiders versus the Chiefs homecoming game.
Oh,
that's
Chiefs.
Their homecoming game. Yeah, the Raiders Chiefs in the black hole.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like the Doug Martin game. I'm like, I don't think it was that part. I don't think it was there because I'm thinking when he
wait a minute.
I'm like the
so
he the Raiders versus the Pats.
So that's the game the Raiders won in.
That 2014 against the Chiefs. That was the night our nephew was born.
That's what I'm about to say. I was getting to that. I was like, that's because he said raining, and I was like, wait, my nephew was born our nephew was born that night. Yeah. That was the game that he threw the game-winning touchdown to
yes, yeah.
What's the dude that used to play for the Packers?
Crabtree.
No. Crabtree played with the Niners, bro.
James
Jones.
No.
There we go. Thank you.
James Jones, yes.
This man said Crabtree.
San Jose State Spartan.
And San Jose City Jaguar
by then. Again, some more inside information about Mr. James Jones. Yeah. That was the game where Latavius Murray jogged for 90 yards. I didn't say run; he jogged for 90 yards because nobody was nowhere.
We just walked into the stadium when that happened.
Near him.
That's crazy.
We just walked into the stadium.
That you were at that game too. That's crazy.
Yeah, Well, we were at the game and we didn't stay there long because my brother got a phone call that, like I said, our nephew was born. We got up out of there, so we didn't see the James Jones touchdown because we was mad. We was mad dashing because he was right down. We had to go to
little big brother. Little big brother got the phone call.
Oh, and since we're talking about,
he's coming. Oh, gotta go.
Not to cut it off. Since we're talking about babies being born, before we get back into the sports, congratulations to a fellow follower of the show, Mr. T.G. Terrell Grant himself and his wonderful woman. They had their baby boy yesterday. So, congratulations to them right there.
Oh yes.
I am another guy. I'm a godfather.
Yes.
So yes, my godson was born yesterday.
Daddy once again.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into this football.
Very good, very good.
Lead us on, Dub.
All right, so back into. All right, so I said this is a trap game. I still feel that way as they go to the shores of Lake Erie. Of course, I'm picking my team, obviously, but this is a game to where the Browns will give them everything they could possibly handle. Again, you've got to protect yourself against Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith because the Browns' defense has been solid. The Browns' defense, the Browns easily can be 4-1 because, like I said, the only game they clearly got outplayed in was the beatdown against the Ravens, but that was because you didn't have Deshaun Watson. So you've got to take this game seriously. But, of course, I'm still picking my team.
Go ahead, Kay. It's the Niners and Browns.
This is honestly now I see why every pundit picks the Niners to go to the Super Bowl. Like, I get it now. Like, the Niners have the absolute easiest schedule they could ever put together. Like, they give them at least 8 games before they even have trouble. Because the Cowboys aren't trouble. So it's like, because they have a number. Like, the Cowboys is their stepchild. You know what I mean? Like, they understand. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. I mean, I'm going to pick the Niners, but this is crazy. The Browns, week 6. Come on.
Well,
there is I don't even think Deshaun Watson is playing. Deshaun Watson is not playing this game. I don't think because he hasn't practiced. He hasn't practiced because he didn't play last week, right?
Okay.
Oh wait, was this their bye?
No, he was out. He was out.
Yep, he was out because the kid from UCLA was the quarterback, correct?
Yep. DTR.
Yep.
Yes, DTR. But yes, the Browns were on their bye week.
This week they were on their bye. Okay, so
Cleveland was on. Yeah.
Okay.
Cleveland Browns.
And they're already saying, from what I was hearing on the way home, they're even saying they don't even think Deshaun Watson is going to be practicing. They think the injury is pretty bad. What he got going on. So with that said, the way the young man from UCLA played his game. Joey Bosa, Kinlaw, Gibson, whoever, everybody's about to have a great game. Fucking Niners.
Marsha, Sasha,
fucking
Andy, Brandy.
Right.
They got the Brady bunch.
Anybody you want to say? Christian McCaffrey, they're not going to run. They're going to run exactly at Myles Garrett. And Trent Williams is going to shut him down. So I hear you saying game, but trap game my ass, man. Niners is about to go all up in Lake Erie, and Christian McCaffrey is just going to do what Christian McCaffrey does. Debo going to do what Debo do.
Well, again, y'all know I'm not that Niner fan. I'm not them. No, yeah, I can just
It ain't even about being that Niner fan.
Let my ball.
You can look at this game. Your team, hands down, on both sides of the ball, is way better than the Browns. Even with Deshaun Watson playing, I didn't even say that. If Watson was playing both sides of the ball,
I get that. I get it.
You just said a moment ago when we were talking about my Raiders,
somewhere down the road, team is going to lay an egg.
It ain't this game. It ain't this one. It ain't this one. I just don't. I don't see it, and I'm not about to sit here and defend your team too much.
But to picky, but piggyback on what Country K said, the Niners have the 15th toughest schedule in the NFL, which is a 514 winning percentage. Which the defending conference champions of the NFC, the Eagles, have the toughest schedule. So, no. Well, it's mid-tier. So I mean, you can say it's the 15th easiest schedule, but I mean, but the overall percentage is over 500. But here's right now the strength of schedule for 2023 so far: Eagles 1, Dolphins 2, the Patriots 3, and the Patriots are 1-4. Coincidence? But hey, what do I know? The Cowboys and Giants are tied for 4th. The Jets are 6th. The Bills 7th. The Commanders 8th. The Rams 9th. The Raiders at 10. Cardinals 11. Broncos, Chargers, Seahawks tied for 12th. Then the Niners. Then the Chiefs, Bengals at 17. Bears 18. Vikings 19. Lions 20. Ravens 21. Buccaneers 22. Jaguars 23. Packers 24. Steelers 25. Browns 26th. Panthers 27th. Titans 28th. Colts 29th. Texans 30th. The Saints and the Falcons close out the strength of schedule. So the Falcons have the easiest schedule in the NFL next to the Saints at 31.
Which is even more bullcrap.
And that was which is courtesy of CBSSports.com, of where I got that from.
That's some bull.
Well, I'm picking the Niners.
Well,
It won't be close. It'll be, man. It's a 10 a.m. game?
You want to know what's some bull? No, not that. No. What's some bull is the damn East Rutherford Giants in prime time again. That's some bull.
Against who? That's a Thursday night game, isn't it?
No. Thursday night is Chiefs and Broncos. Sunday night is Bills and Giants. But before we preview that, we still have to talk about your beloved Raiders taking on the Patriots at Allegiant Stadium.
Well,
I'll pick last. You guys go ahead and go and pick that.
So I feel like I'll go first since Dub is like going to give you a bunch of stats to let you know why your Raiders is probably going to lose this game. I'm just going to warm you up. I'm going to warm you up for this downfall because Bill know all of Josh's tricks. He know all of them. He taught him all of them.
See?
He taught him all of them. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick the doggone Pats, even though that's tough because they suck. They suck, boy. They are terrible. And, excuse me, that is a real hard pick. Real hard pick to pick them because I want to pick y'all. I got Josh Jacobs in my other league that I'm in, and I'm undefeated in that league, so I kind of need him to play really well. Like his touchdown made me win today. I just want to let you know that. The only touchdown he got me win because it was a very close game. Speaking of close games in fantasy, I lost the dub by 47th of a damn point. Just want to let you know that. I just want to let you know. That kind of pissed me off because I thought he was going to
Yahoo in the Jaffa League.
Yeah, 47th of a damn point.
Well,
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's probably was I believe is going to happen.
I had enough inner John, but here's what happened. You didn't substitute Amon-Ra St. Brown because he was hurt.
Ooh.
That was your.
I fudged up a
That-
couple
that-
in my
that-
fantasy by not subbing out.
I
some
think you
people
live in
too.
a different league. I don't have him. I forgot to take out. I forgot to take out
He
Williams.
might be looking at me.
Wait a minute.
Because I got him on St. Brown.
Yeah, no, I forgot to take out Williams.
No.
And
I got 5.
Nico Collins played terrible.
Yeah.
I forgot to take out Williams.
All right, Mr. Sir Dub.
If you would have put in Addison and Dylan, you would have won.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand
Patriots,
what Country K is saying.
Our Raiders.
I'm picking your damn team. Because I'm sorry, the game has passed Bill Belichick by. And I'm saying that at 2:02 in the morning on October the 10th, 2023. It has passed Bill Belichick by. You were only successful because you had Tom Brady Jr. as your quarterback. When he's not your quarterback, you are a career under 500 head coach. Your offensive coaches are crap. Bill O'Brien has been crap. You have failed Mac Jones, even though Debo swears up and down, that's my boy, and I always say, screw Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not seeing it. He's just not. And the Patriots not having Matthew Jordan on defense, it sucks. And I'm going to say this right now.
Gonzalez.
Josh Jacobs will have a big
Christian
day.
Gonzalez.
Yes, he's out for the season 2, which is why they brought back J.C. Jackson. Josh Jacobs is going to get right on the Patriots defense this Sunday. And if you want to talk about get right, you know damn well James Richard Garoppolo wants to stick it to Bob Kraft because Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo. Robert Kraft was on his knees blowing Brady's and UTs. Yes, I went there. So, I'm picking your team that wears silver and black because, for one thing, I just cannot pick the Patriots. Damn them all. And Bill Belichick is not the GOAT, so just stop it with him being the GOAT. He's under 500 when Brady is not his quarterback, and I rest my case.
Well, I'm going to pick my team, and it's not going to be because of the offense. I believe our defense is good enough to stop their offense. But I'm going to have to agree with Country K is that Belichick knows everything that Josh is going to run on his offense because it's like a preseason offense right now. It's vanilla. Everybody knows what's coming. He runs the same plays. It's nothing different. I believe our defense will win this game yet again, so I'm just going to pick my team to win just off the defense, not because of the offense is going to win the game.
Offense is also vanilla. Bill Belichick also runs the same damn plays.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I say that I think my defense is better than the Patriots defense because there's no Christian Gonzalez and no Judon. So we'll get a couple of, I believe the turnover train still works, will go in our favor. We'll get a few of those. Daniel Carlson to kick some field goals.
To mention, Juju Smith-Schuster and Kendrick Bourne sometimes like to bring their butterfingers into games also.
But then again, they might have a good-ass fucking game. It will depend. I'll say if Nate Hobbs is playing, my confidence level will be a little bit higher. But I believe our defense will still be well. But Jimmy Garoppolo is still going to be in the given season because it seems like he just likes to give every week that he's playing. So but I'm still picking my team though.
And now
it's going to be ugly.
Okay. Again, I don't know why the East Rutherford Giants keep getting these primetime games because they have not scored in them. And they're going to Orchard Park, New
Bills.
York, to take on the Bills, where Bills Mafia is going to be
Tables.
breaking tables and
Yeah.
and more tables, having no shirts on, and breaking more tables like they're the Dudley Boys. I agree. The Orchard.
I'm picking the tables.
He's picking the plunder, if you will. Anything you want to add, Kay?
No, it's Bills.
Tables.
Yeah.
And now for the Monday night game that you can catch on ESPN Deportes, the Manning Cast on ESPN2, and of course, where Monday Night Football never should have left, ABC.
ABC.
The Arlington Cowboys.
Oh boy.
The Arlington Cowboys taking on the Inglewood Chargers. And that is with.
Well, you know who I'm picking.
and that is with the Inglewood Chargers coming off a bye week, which means hopefully the finger of Justin Herbert is a lot better. You know who I'm not picking? It's damn sure not that damn freaking star that got molested by the 49ers.
That's the only reason why I'm picking him, because they pissed off.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure. But,
I'm picking him because
I know it will be more of a.
I'm not picking. I'm not picking the Chargers to win that.
He's not picking anybody from the AFC West. That's not a Raider. Because that's like me.
That's not true, because I picked the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Rams. Well, okay. From a analytic standpoint, and you trying to win some tequila for me on the show, then yes, you pick the Chiefs. But
oh yeah,
I know you
would always
all AFC West games that your team into the tie. But you always still hope it ends in a tie.
Yeah,
but a lot of interesting acts in this game. Of course, Kellen Moore wants to stick it to Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy. Of course, Dak wants to bounce back after the horrible performance against the Santa Clara 49ers. It'll be more like it'll be an AT&T Stadium South game, because Cowboys fans are going to show up, and there's going to be more Cowboy fans than Charger fans, because that's just what happens in Inglewood. The opposing team's fan base just takes over that stadium, just like the Eagles fans did against the Rams this past Sunday.
That's
true, but it
was more Packer fans in that arena than it was Raider fans. Yeah, but it was a lot more Packer fans in Allegiant Stadium than it was Raider fans.
Wow. And the Raiders won the game. Go figure.
Well, until they start winning consistently, like the Aces and the Golden Knights, then the fans will start coming.
True. Which, by the way, the Aces gave business to the Liberty in Game 1 of the WNBA Finals.
Which they will be winning another title.
And that was
Mark Davis will be hosting another. I see what Mark Davis's focus is. He's off with the winner right now.
Well, no, he's at y'all games pretty passionate. He hates what's going on,
Oh well, he was passionate on national TV tonight, though. I mean, last night.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he was upset about one play for sure.
Yeah, it's been a
called
few
an asshole, but
it's a few clips throughout the season of him being mad. What's going on? But to the game that's going on that we're picking right now. Oh yeah, you will get on that. That bowl is getting perfectly placed each cut. Like, yeah.
You actually
same salad bowl, same set of shears.
The both of y'all right now is Rick James, cold-blooded.
They still have the same shears when he was a kid. They just sharpen them like the old school steel
I hate
scissors.
you. I can't stand
you.
you.
They last well, as long as you make sure you put the Tarnex on it. You put Tarnex on it and you sharpen them well, then you good. You stuck in the building. The salad bowl and the cheers when he was a kid. So
You said my owner got that same hairstyle from the dude that couldn't come in the sun from the Benchwarmers movie. If anybody seen the Benchwarmers movie, that's the same cut he had.
it looks like he's trying to do the Opie cut, but failing miserably.
Damn.
No, you did not go Opie Taylor from the Andy Griffith Show. No, you did not.
No. Yeah, I went Ron Howard. I definitely went Ron Howard. So yeah, I think that's what's going on with him. As far as the game that we're calling right now, yeah, Lil Bachata sucks, man. So I just, there's absolutely, positively no way I could pick any rain dancer that has sat here and lied to my face and told me that he wasn't going to throw 10 picks this season, and he already has 4 and 5 games, and it's 17 games based on your current status. Yeah, you're gonna hear that a lot now. You're definitely gonna hear that a lot now, Mizzle. You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll definitely be adding that to the list. Oh my goodness,
Ron Howard, I'm done. I mean, Ron Howard has become one of the best directors in Hollywood, no question. But dadgummit,
for sure.
For sure. Oh man.
So it sounds like
unbelievable.
It sounds like
the
Cowboys are not getting picked.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely picking the Chargers. They can have Herbert on crutches and he gonna win that game. As bad as Dak been playing, like I said, the current pace he's on with the 4 picks in 5 games, my man getting probably 15. Because it's a possibility it might make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So you might, tank in the playoffs.
He's gonna have to sling it in that division. Especially the way the Eagles are playing, he's definitely gonna have to use it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that division, you really can't it's just them and the Eagles. That's really it. You know what I mean? Washington's not a threat, and
nope. The Giants
tried to get the first round pick. Which honestly, I can't blame Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't blame Daniel Jones too much. Like, granted, he's been bad for sure, but the rest of that crap around him is bad too.
Yes.
So
Fred Flintstone has been very bad, yes, but I agree with you. The supporting cast has not been very supporting.
So I don't know. They drafted a first round guy from Alabama, and boy, oh boy, my man been out there playing Twister because he definitely ain't playing no football. I don't know what Neil out there doing. Hey, my boy playing red light, green light.
He said he out there playing red light, green light.
I'm telling you, I don't know what Neil's doing.
What's your problem? You're right, buddy. I do have a problem. The problem is that I need more needles. These are great.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah.
Okay. So
No,
now we have our picks in for week number 6, but I have to go back because there is some passion that needs to be unleashed. First off, fantastic Red River shootout between Texas and Oklahoma, which I know JP threw everything, and the Bebos let them down after Oklahoma marched down the field and stole the game away. UCLA upsets number 13 Washington State. Alabama survives and holds on to beat Texas A&M 26-20. Michigan handles business. Louisville lays the smackdown in Notre Dame. USC had to go to overtime just to get by the Arizona Wildcats in Los Angeles. But now, Mr. Foster, I want you to unleash your passion on your head coach of what happened at Hard Rock Stadium against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The floor is yours. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to forewarn you right now. We are not liable to withhold the passion from what Mr. Foster is about to say. These are just his thoughts at that time.
I'm a sole proprietor.
Go ahead.
All right.
He is the sole proprietor, if you will, live in public. Go ahead, sir.
So I thought we got rid of Mario, but then when I remembered, we didn't. It was already after I kind of made some calls, and I thought I thought we got rid of him, but we have times and moments where, when you get guys that was enriched in the cesspool that's in Tallahassee, they tend to have dumbass moments like this. You know what I mean? Like this is a far left type of situation, a wide right situation, if you will. This is one of those moments. He had one of those moments. You know what I'm saying? Because who doesn't take a knee in that situation? Like who just wouldn't take a knee? It would be somebody that's trying to
the New York Giants in 1978.
And if you got to go back to 78 and we're in 2023, that's an issue. So the only person that can do some bonehead crap like that is somebody that was enriched in a place where they use bicycle hand signals to represent their school. So this is the kind of stuff we have to deal with from time to time. We have moments, and this was one of those moments. You don't take a knee. Who would do that? A Bowden would do that. A Jimbo would do that.
The Florida State hate is real, ladies and gentlemen. But I feel the same way about his whatever the fucking hurricane is. I don't know why we want to come through wrecking shit.
Hurricane is a natural disaster.
Well, that's what your own coach was a hurricane. Yeah, your own coach was a hurricane because he damn sure cost y'all for winning a fucking game that you should have just took a fucking knee. So don't be bringing in the.
That's very true. But again, like I said, he had a hand signal moment. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Mizzle right now. Hey. Don't he look like he's trying to change lanes? Don't he look like he's trying to change lanes right now? He's trying to tell the patrons behind him, hey, I'm turning left. I'm turning left, guys. Turning left right here, guys.
Well, obviously your coach didn't get the fucking signal because he sure did call a bullshit fucking play. So you can hand signal all you want about the Seminoles.
Your hand is saying keep going. Your hand is saying keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That's
keep
exactly.
going. you should probably stop. You should stop and take a knee. Take a knee.
Well,
you
hell.
know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta talk yourself into that one, guy.
Well, that's what that's what I was trying to get at. I may have talked myself into that, but your coach wasn't smart enough to take the hand signal.
Like I said, he was enriched in a place that preaches the message of running into the ground. Running into the ground. Keep going. We're turning left only. Just keep going. 4 lefts make a right eventually, right? That's what you guys say. You kick it far left 4 times and make it right 1 time, right?
Yes, you are. You are swaying away from the fact that your team called the bonehead play to take jabs at my team that is 5-0 and ranked number 4. So go ahead and continue to not to talk about the subject. I understand. I get it.
You beat Boston College by 1 point.
It don't matter, Country K. We got the W. Yeah. Well, your coach cost y'all for winning the game. So if we're talking about a W is a W.
He didn't take a knee. He didn't take a knee. I'm fine with that. He didn't take a knee. That's totally fine.
But at the end of the day, a W is a W.
Boston College,
right?
And you're still in the top 10. This is clearly biased.
I was pissed off about that W. You can ask Dub. I was like, there was no way in hell that we should have won that game. I admitted that. But we still won. We still won.
I mean, that's
you
fine.
Guys had a game to where you should have took a knee. At least we earned our W. We didn't throw it away.
I got one question.
You threw a W
one
away.
guy that ever came out of Boston College, and his name was Matt Ryan. I do know a guy named Megatron that came out of Georgia Tech. I just want to let you know the type of quality of talent that might come through those doors. So if we didn't take a knee against a possible Megatron, all right, that's cool.
I can't wait to get you and my little big brother on this show to where you two so-called Hurricanes can talk about whatever you think you're going to do when you play.
Category 5.
Well, burning down your own damn stadium because that's what's going on when you didn't take that fucking knee. So whatever.
We lost. We had a bonehead moment. He had a
no joke.
No, he really had a dumb moment. He did something really stupid. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
like he really did something really stupid.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. This was a Miami Hurricane Florida State beef that just went down, ladies and gentlemen. But to get back to the whole situation, that was dumb. That there's no way in hell. That's just all you had to do. They had no timeouts. None. We sitting here as we love to talk about sports, but in that situation, we knew to take a knee. And that man is getting paid millions to coach a team. And I'm sitting here shooting the shit with my brothers, and we don't get paid for none of this. And we could have figured out to take a knee to win the game.
Your alma mater at that. You come back home to your alma mater to try and reestablish them as a powerhouse program, and you don't take a knee. Well, I'll say this. They go into a very tough place this upcoming Saturday in Chapel Hill to play an undefeated number 12th ranked North Carolina Tar Heels team. Now, I asked you, Mr. Foster, which is going to be on ABC at 4:30 p.m. How do you stop or try to contain one Drake May and prevent him from going to 6-0 in the Atlantic Coast Conference? Floor is yours.
That's really tough. For the simple fact that we got to see what the team's like after that loss. Is Cristobal might have lost the team. Ooh. It's a very high possibility he might have lost the team with that decision he did.
That's a good point. That's a very good. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
that's a very valid point. Excellent point.
I mean, I'm gonna stick with my
So,
guys, but
with you
it's really tough to
that-
pick them.
with you saying that, how can he, if he can, how can he get the locker room back?
I mean,
Or is it too late?
Saturday was the day to get them back. Saturday, letting them know like I fucked up, just walking straight in there and just those gotta be the first 4 words out your mouth. I fucked up, guys. If you don't start like that, you lost everybody. Especially with the situation that happened. You know what I mean? Like if you don't just own up to that mistake on Saturday and then you try to come back Sunday and Monday with the same old rigmarole and you just tried to talk around why we lost and everybody know why we lost, like, yeah, no, you lost the team. So it depends. Yeah, this is probably one of the toughest picks I had to make, and I'm kind of glad we play in North Carolina and not these guys upstate. Because that'd have been a tough. That's like the Bucks playing the Saints when we just got AB. No, seriously, that was a tough situation.
Yeah.
Like you get a intricate piece trying to acclimate him onto the team and stuff like that, and you playing against your rival that's gonna. You got Cam Jordan that's literally trying to take Brady's head off. Him and then you got DeMario Davis who's gonna take his head off and then pray for him. Like that's a tough combination.
Yeah.
Very well said. Very, very well said. So just to go through the rest of the top 25 matchups of what's going on in college football here in week 6. We have, if the thing will load and not be, no, I don't want that. I want week 6, dadgummit, or week 7. All right. So in the top 25, we have my beloved Bulldogs taking on Vanderbilt. They should handle business. California goes to Utah to take on the Utes at number 16. Indiana takes on the 6th ranked or the number 2 ranked Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State on the road against Purdue. Florida State takes on Syracuse. Syracuse coming in at 4-2. Alabama and Arkansas in Tuscaloosa at 5-1. Penn State's getting a paycheck to come to Happy Valley to take on the Penn State Lions. A&M takes on Tennessee. Kansas at 23rd takes on Oklahoma. Louisville at 14 takes on Pitt. Arizona goes to Washington State. That's ranked number 19th to take on Pullman. Auburn goes to LSU, ranked number 22. Of course, we just talked about North Carolina and UNC, 25 versus 12. Duke, ranked 17th, takes on NC State. Kentucky, 24th, takes on Missouri, 5-1 versus 5-1. That should be a very intriguing matchup. UCLA, 18th, Oregon State, 15th in Corvallis, 4-1 versus 5-1. That should be a very entertaining matchup that you can see on Fox. Always interesting when USC and Notre Dame get together. USC is ranked 10th. Notre Dame
that's going to be good.
First in the nation. But I hope that Seattle, Washington has new, fresh lights because there might be a lot of scoring going on in that game as the number 8 Oregon Ducks take on the number 7 Washington Huskies, which gives us Bo Nix against Michael Phoenix, which means there possibly could be a lot of scoring, and that could possibly mean the Orange Duck might be doing a lot of push-ups. But like I said, we hope the light bill has been paid on the LED scoreboards because there might be a lot of scoring in that game, and you can catch that game at 12:30 p.m. on ABC. Now, going to the ACC standings, which they are now not doing divisions anymore. I think it's the top 2 teams plays in the conference championship game. So, as it stands, right now, if the season was to end right now, it would be Louisville and Florida State for the conference championship due to their 3-0 conference record.
Scared of Louisville.
And that is true. In the All-American Conference, right now it is Memphis tied with a whole bunch of teams. Going to the Big 12 right now, the standings there. Right now it's between West Virginia and Oklahoma. They would be the conference championship game if the season was to end today. In the Big 10, of course, per usual, it would come down. They still do divisions. In the West, right now, it's Wisconsin at 2-0 with Iowa behind them at 2-1. And right now, it's Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State undefeated in conference play in that. Let's see. Let's go to the Pac-12, aka the Pac-2. But right now, the top three teams that are undefeated in the conference is USC at 4-0. Well, that's what's going to become with Washington State and Oregon State, which they should just
USC should have lost that game.
Which one? To Arizona?
The last one they just played
Against Arizona. Okay, that went to overtime. Got it. I got you. Well, I mean, it's a possibility, but is there any games that are involving that's not involving your guys' team that you're highly interested in?
I'm interested with the Notre Dame game. That's going to be real. That might get my attention.
The scene in South Bend is going to be electric, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I was trying to look at the sheet again. Try to pull it up on the ESPN.
Yes, the ESPN app. Even though I will say this again, Chris Fowler is better at doing pregame shows than doing play-by-play. I've been saying that for years, and I still feel that way.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Y'all play Syracuse. Get the bruh. Come on.
Syracuse ain't no. Yeah, okay.
Come on. I'll say right now, the only thing just looking at the sheet, I'll say the Oregon and Washington game might be interesting.
Ooh, that one I totally forgot. Yes.
Louisville Pitt might be interesting, just depending on how Pitt is this year. I mean, they're 1-4, but it could be a tough 1-4. LSU Auburn might be a tough game. Auburn's they've been up and down. Those are a few games just to mention.
Auburn has not been an easy team to beat.
Right.
Or Eagle.
Auburn is not an easy team to beat for sure.
Just to keep one a little Florida centric, you got the Bulls and Owls playing. You got FSU. I mean, not FSU. USF playing FAU.
South Florida against.
That would be Florida, a dandy.
Which again, their basketball team is a fantastic story.
Yeah, that's going to be a dandy.
If I'm not mistaken, Chad Johnston's son's still going over there. Him and Lil Warren Sapp.
Oh, interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, they're FAU. They're either FAU or FIU.
Warren Sapp has already confirmed. To which Warren Sapp has already confirmed next season he will be on Deion's coaching staff in Boulder, Colorado.
Yes, indeed. He did say that.
Going to happen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, October, just like April, sports coming into their blossoming. Same with October. You have the NHL getting ready to click it back up. You got the NBA.
Triple header tomorrow on ESPN. Later on today.
Of preseason basketball. Oh yeah, you got the Mavericks taking on Real Madrid, the Tainpins taking on the Wizards, Cavaliers, Hawks, Hornets, Heat, Pacers, Rockets, Bucks, Grizzlies, Magic, Pelicans, Jazz, Clippers. You got the Nuggets and Suns on TNT, the Hornets and Heat you can catch on NBA TV, and the Blazers taking on the New Zealand Breakers. EIEIO, and I'm trying to find the original date for the regular season. Still looking for it.
Well, we should have a triple header of hockey on today as the season should open up on ESPN.
Oh, damn. Already time to drop the puck already? Good Lord.
It's already time to drop the puck.
Yeah, you are correct. Saturday was the last preseason games, but yes, to kick it off, it'll be the Golden Knights raising the banner against the Seattle Kraken, the Predators and the Lightning.
That's going to be a good one.
And the era of Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks making his debut against Sid the Kid. Well, not so much Sid the Kid anymore. It's still Sidney Crosby, but he's not so much a kid anymore. But it'll be Connor Bedard against Sidney Crosby as Connor Bedard, the number one draft pick for the Blackhawks, makes his debut against the Penguins and Sidney Crosby. And then on Wednesday, more games. And then our beloved Sharks open up the season at home against the defending conference champions, the Golden Knights. But nonetheless, NHL's kicking off, which means pretty soon the NBA will get their stuff together. And then after that, college basketball will get their stuff together, as it always gets better around the fall time in the wide world of sports. But again, special thank you to our very good friend of the All-Pro Jaffos, Kountry K, Kountry Foster. Of course, you can catch him, JP, and DJ Matchsticks on the Pruneda Brothers Production Network on YouTube. Pro Jaffos Tuesdays, and I love it. Tuesdays and Fridays, you can catch the All-Pro Jaffos. Kountry K, who's going to be a guest on your show this upcoming week? Do you know?
Not yet. Josh hasn't gave me the rundown of what's going on yet.
Okay. And again, special shout out to JP and DJ Matchsticks, of course, the other two components that make up the All-Pro. Once again, you can catch them Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Pruneda Brothers Production Network on their YouTube page. Of course, you can catch myself along with the Vikings, Scott McCorkle, Casey Cox, Chris Vera on the other side of the ball talking A7FL as we are approaching Fall Brawl. You can catch us Wednesdays on the Vegas Media Hype Networks on YouTube and on Facebook. And we promise you, me and JP will come back with the Ring Psychology 2.0 podcast talking about the world of professional wrestling. A lot of things have been going on in the world of wrestling that we will discuss. We'll just let you know when we're going to come back and do that, which I'm going to go give a JP.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear you guys talk about the potential CM Punk possibly coming back to the WWF. That would be interesting. I can't wait.
Well, according to some circles, it is all but done. But yes, we will devour into that. Also, eventually talk about Adam Copeland, aka Edge, making the jump from WWF to AEW, and of course,
yes.
Also you can always catch the Mizzle and Dub show. We don't have a set date because Mizzle's the night owl and I work in the mornings, but just know when we're live, we're live. But again, special thanks to our good friend and supporter of the show from the All-Pro Jaffos, Mr. Kountry K himself, Kountry Foster, or as JP likes to say, the 6'10" beast from the Southeast. He is Florida all day, every day. But as you see on the bottom, we appreciate you. We appreciate your support. Thank you to all the comments that came in the comment box tonight and left some comments. And thank you to Travis for being our newest subscriber to the Mizzle and Dub Show. We greatly,
also Kountry K as well. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yes, always a pleasure to get Mr. Foster on the show. So that now has given us 56 subscribers. And we appreciate every single one of you. We really do. God bless you all for enjoying us and enjoying our form of entertainment, because we do this for y'all. It's the only reason why we do it. But for Country K, Kountry Foster, for the one and only Mizzle Mason, who is celebrating Victory Tuesday because his Raiders did get their second win of the season, defeating the Green Bay Packers by a score of 17-13.
It will be one more shot before I go to bed for that.
One loss away from being swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. But later on today, the Texas Rangers have a chance to end the Baltimore Orioles season. The Orioles that won 101 games. They're on the verge of elimination. At least we know at least one game will go to a 4-game series. The Twins and the Astros, that series is even at a game apiece, but the Homer Hankies will be out in the Twin Cities at Target Field. And if I can get the pitching matchups for those particular games, which both games you can catch on Fox Sports 1 if I'm not mistaken, but I just want to give you the correct statements of which TV networks they're going to be on. So, as we go to Tuesday, October the 10th, okay, so both games will be on Fox, not Fox Sports 1, but the Fox channel itself. So, the Astros and the Twins' first pitch will be at 1:07 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be Javier and Sonny Gray on the mound for their respective teams. Again, 1:07 Pacific time, 4 in the East. You can catch on Fox. And then in prime time in Arlington, Texas, Kramer against Nathan Eovaldi. Eovaldi was spectacular in the second game against the Tampa Bay Rays as the Rays finished the sweep on that. The Rangers up 2-0, looking to put the Baltimore Orioles to bed and put the Texas Rangers in the American League Championship Series for the first time since 2011 under former manager Ron Washington. So, Astros Twins series tied at a game apiece. First pitch 1:07. Orioles and Rangers game 3 in Arlington, Texas. First pitch at 5:03 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. And of course, that means 7 in the Texas, deep in the heart of. So, again, for Country K, for Mizzle, I'm Dub, and we thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy watching as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. And as always, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, as we always say on the Mizzle and Dub Show, it's 12:05 o'clock. Someday more. Good morning, Canada.